it's Shannon from CKC, and today I'm going to show you how to make these adorable earrings. First, I want to go over the materials we are going to use. I recommend this inkjet shrink film paper. It's from Amazon. I'll include a link in the description. I did use the regular brand Shrinky Dink paper, and I do not recommend it. They did not shrink uniformly. You're also going to need a sharp pair of scissors like this that can get in tiny spots. One of these stamp cutters. This one is a 1-inch circle. And then you're also going to need this hole puncher. This one I believe is a 1/8 inch hole puncher. You're also going to need Mod Podge. I have matte and glossy here. You can use either one. And finally, you're going to need earring backs. I have the fish hook for dangly, the studs, and the soft squishy backs. I prefer those, but you can also use the metal backs as well. To make these earrings, you're going to need a program that you can insert photos in and print from. I like to use Microsoft Word. The first thing you're going to do is go up to Insert, and then you're going to go down to Photo and Insert from File. And I have all my pictures saved in a specific file, so they're easy to find. Let's do Kevin from Home Alone, one of my kids' favorite movies. And you need to reduce the size. When you make these earrings, remember that they shrink to about 1/3 of the size. So I like to do about like 1 1/4, 1 1/2 inches. Save my pictures that size, I mean, because then it'll shrink down to be about 1/2 inch or 3/4 inches. Somewhere right around there is a good size. Once you have it the size you like, right-click and go down to Format Picture. And you're going to go up to Transparency, and you're going to turn it to 40. I know I changed it to 30, but I've learned since then that 40 is better. And then you're going to change the sharpness to 30, and you're set with formatting your picture. And then you're just going to copy and paste, and you have 2 earrings. Sometimes I like to flip the picture so that they are opposites, but obviously with things like Sour Patch Kids and stuff like that, it doesn't work because then the words would be backwards. Now we're going to do a dangly earring. Go up to Insert Photo from File, choose your picture, and insert it. And you're going to want to downsize it. I like to do about 3 inches tall, so that when you're finished, the earring is 1 inch tall. You might decide that you like it different sizes. It's okay, just play around with it and see what you like. And then you're going to format the picture again. Again, change it to 40, not 30, and you can sharpen it at 30 if you'd like. And there's your earring. I'm doing another dangly earring. I wanted to do the fragile and the leg lamp. This is one of our favorite Christmas movies, and I thought this would be a cute little set to do. So I'm just going through the same process. I'm just kind of eyeballing the leg so that it is approximately the same size. When you print out your earrings on the shrink film, it's going to look like this, and I will give you some tips on how to cut them out properly. When you cut out your earrings, you want to keep a couple things in mind. Here I have 3 that I've already cut and shrank. I have the cat right here, which, as you can see, it has some whisker details that is pretty much impossible to cut around. So I chose to keep it close all the way around it, and then just kind of shoot out a little bit and cut around the ears and whiskers just so that they would stand out. For Buddy the Elf up there, I kept it close. I like to do that for heads and faces. I like to just cut right around all the details so everything is nice and crisp. And then over there for Snoopy, as you can see, he has a hockey stick and feet and a tiny body, and I was a little worried that if I cut him out, something might break or it might look weird sitting on the ear. and it was very detailed, so I tried to just cut around as a whole to save some time. I made these Ralphies, and as you can see, I put the hole punch in the top. I left a little white room so that I wouldn't be putting the hole punch right through his head. You want to kind of think about those things when you are making dangly earrings, so just keep that in mind when you're cutting them out. To shrink your earrings, you're going to set your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and they will cook for 3 to 5 minutes. You're going to want to shrink them in small batches so they're easy to manage. You put them on a piece of cardboard or paper bag so that they don't stick to the surface and get warped. And when they come out of the oven, you put them on a countertop and press them with a heavy book so that they flatten out, but you have to do it quickly while they're warm. When they're in the oven, in the process, they're going to curl up like this. Don't worry, they will flatten out and they will look like this. And then at this point, you pull them out of the oven at about 3 to 5 minutes, and as I said, you press them with a heavy book so that they stay flat. My earrings are cooled off and ready to go. I have E6000, my studs, and my earring backs. You're going to take some E6000 and put it on a stud, and then you're going to put the stud on the earring back. Sorry for the shaky video, I'm doing this one-handed. And you're going to set your earrings aside while you finish doing them. After your earrings have set for about 10 minutes, they are good to put the Mod Podge on. So put some Mod Podge on a plate, and then take your paintbrush and dip it in the Mod Podge and put a small coat on there. You want to be able to see the image, you don't want to see the white Mod Podge on it. And you're going to let your earrings cure overnight with the Mod Podge. I put them on a paper plate like this. These earrings are all cured and ready to go, and they look like this. I used the satin, the gloss Mod Podge on these earrings, and you can see how it has a little sheen to it. I have a matte pair over here, and I'll show you what they look like. Oh, there they are. There's a matte pair. It's not shiny, as you can see. This pair was a throwaway pair. I made it too dark. I was still figuring out the transparency, but I'll show you the difference between the shiny and the matte. You can kind of see there. There's really no shine at all to the matte ones. And that's the difference between the matte and the shiny. You can use whichever you prefer. For food, I like to use shiny. And then for other things, I like to use matte. So these are the earrings. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see what you guys make with this tutorial.